and welcome back to my channel. If you saw yesterday's video, you will know that I am incredibly hungover right now. So yeah, what a way to start a video. Hi, I'm hungover. If you are new here, then hello, welcome. Welcome to my channel. So today I figured that because obviously I had a little bit of an off-plan sort of evening last night, all my other meals were on plan, but it was just the evening that was off plan. For me, if I don't get straight back on track today, then that is where it starts to go a little bit downhill for me. In the interest of me kind of getting back on track and still feeling like I'm having a bit of a hangover day, I've decided that I'm gonna have just a day of takeaways, because that is what you do when you're hungover, is you get takeaways. So I'm gonna make my own and keep myself on plan with it. So the first thing I'm gonna be making is kind of like a McDonald's takeaway. I don't, however, have the muffins. So I'll just show you what I'm making it with. So I've just got a chia batter roll, which I'm just going to be having. Now this is just a plain white chia batter roll. This one is 228 calories, but I know that you can get ones which are classed as like your healthy B for Slimming World, so you can get ones which would be fine. I know that the Sainsbury's wholemeal muffins are healthy B, so if you want to make this a little bit closer to a McDonald's, so yeah, you can get those. And then I'm just going to be having one of the pork and herb sausage patties. These are 134 calories each, or they're 2.5 sins on Slimming World. And then I've got, there's literally just one left of these in the packet, so I figured I'd just throw it in. These are only 32 calories each, or they're 1 thin on Slimming World, so I'm just going to throw one of them in, and then I've just got an egg which I'll be frying. So I'm just going to pop the mini hash brown in, and then the rest I'll be doing on top of the hob. I think these flowers represent how I feel right now in my hangover. Like that. That is how I feel right now. Very sorry for myself. So that is the sandwich there that I'm going to have for my breakfast. I'm very much so looking forward to this. Obviously I flipped my egg there, which I don't usually do, but I didn't really fancy having a pretty yolk today, so yeah, we've got that. So this comes to 395 calories in total, which, you know, for breakfast isn't actually that bad, especially for like what I would consider as a little... cupboard's open. Especially for what I would consider as like a treat breakfast, even though like it's quite low in calories. But anyway, so yeah, so I'm gonna have that. I am gonna show you the old yolk burst, because how satisfying is it? Oh my god, that was the most unsatisfying yolk burst I think I've ever done. Right, so it is now kind of lunchtime, and I'm going to be making myself a roast. Just, I feel like this is going to sort me right out. So I'll show you what I've picked up for that. It's a pretty easy roast, to be honest. It's not really too involved, which is good for me. So I've picked up this from Aldi. It's a chicken breast joint, and it's got stuffing in it. And bits of bacon on top. So these are only 244 calories for a third of the pack. We'll see how it looks when it's ready, but it looks like it might be quite nice. So I'm going to stick that in. They take quite a while, so 75 minutes. I've just preheated my oven to 200. So I'm just going to pop that in and then leave that to cook a bit before I finish the rest of my roast. I've just had a look on the Slimming World app as well for the sin value of this, and it's only 3.5 sins for 100 grams of it, so I don't think that's too bad. So the chicken's got about half an hour left now, so I'm just going to be making my mash. I've got about 350 grams of Maris Piper potatoes. I'm just going to peel those and then just boil them. I'm also going to be using the JD Seasonings Perfect Roast Potato seasoning on them, just because it makes them taste so much nicer. I'll leave a link in the description for where you can get these from, and you can also use the code JessGets20 to get 20% off your entire order. Also, I've learned a new trick with mash and using an egg. So when you crack an egg into your mash, honestly, it makes it so creamy. So that's what I'm going to be doing with that. these are the Yorkshire puddings that I'm going to be using. These are just the ones from Aldi. They're only 54 calories each, or 2.5 sins on Slimming World, and I'm going to be having 2 of them. And this is the gravy that I'm going to be using. It's only 32 calories for 100 mils of it, so that is what I'm going to be having. And on Slimming World it's 1.5 sins per 100 mils. And this is what I mean by the consistency of the mash. It is literally just nice, creamy, fluffy mash, and you can't actually taste the egg either. So this is what it looks like now that it's finished. It came to 767 calories. For the veg, I just used one of the Steam Fresh microwave bags that you can get from the supermarkets, just down the frozen aisle. And then I've just popped this part in a Tupperware box. I think I might actually have this in a sandwich tomorrow, because how nice would that be? Chicken and stuff and sandwich. So yeah, that is my dinner. It's about 6:30 now, and I'm just going to go and meet my friend to go for a walk, try and blow away these cobwebs, because I just need to get up and do something. So I'm going to go and go there. So yeah, it does look like it's going to rain though, so... So it's tea time now, and I'm going to be making myself a Chinese fake way. Now, I haven't actually tried to do this before, so I'm hoping that it works. But I'm going to attempt like a honey and chili chicken. Not many of the Chinese takeaways around mine do, but the ones that do, it's my absolute favourite like thing to get from the Chinese. So I'm going to try and do that, and we'll see how it goes. Right, so for this I'm just going to be using, I've got a chicken breast there. I've got 2 potatoes here. I'm using about 300 grams of potatoes just to make the chips with. Then I've got some sliced mixed peppers, which I'm going to be popping in there. I've got half a white onion. Some Mayflower curry sauce, which I know on Slimming World I think is 4 sins for the 30 grams that you make up, or for calorie counting for the 30 grams of powder is 77 calories, so I'm going to be using that. Then just to season, I've got the JD Seasonings chips and wedges seasoning, obviously for the chips. Same as before, you can use the code JessGets20 to get 20% off their whole website. I'll leave the link in the description. Just for adding a bit of kick, I've got some cayenne pepper and some crushed chilies. So what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to chop up my chips and pop them in the oven, because they go in for about half an hour, and then I'm going to be cutting up my chicken and cooking that. I've also got some squeezy honey. For a tablespoon it's only 46 calories, or it's 1 sin per teaspoon. I'm going to be using about 2 tablespoons worth in this. Now that I've just chopped the chicken and the onion, I'm just going to be frying that off in a frying pan with some fry light, and then I'm going to be adding the seasoning and the honey to it. I'll also be throwing in some peppers. I don't really measure these, to be honest. but I think I'm going to be using a fair few of them, just kind of freehanding it. There's basically no calories in it anyway, so I'm going to be using that. So that is pretty much nearly done. I've just turned the heat right down just to just that it doesn't burn. And I'm going to start on my curry sauce now. So I've just weighed out 30 grams of that there, and I'm just going to add about 70 mils of water, and then you just turn the heat on and just keep stirring, and then that'll be done. That's the curry sauce now done. I'm just going to take the chips out of the oven. I'm going to mix them in with the chicken just to get some of the honey flavouring on them, and then I'm just going to serve it up. And that is what it looks like when it's served up. Now, how good does that look? Can't wait to have that, and I can't wait to see how it tastes. I am going to pop the curry sauce on top of it as well, and that is it with the curry sauce on. Now this comes to 761 calories and is exactly what I need for my hangover. Right, so I am going to head to bed now and try and sleep off this hangover. So yeah, just to summarise, I have had 1,924 calories. Steps wise, I haven't actually hit my 10,000, which is very frustrating. I am currently on 7,799. So I am painfully close, however, I need to go to bed. So yeah, I'm going to end the video there. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up. Go hit the subscribe button below. If you want to be notified for when I upload next, you can hit the bell as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.